In a Manipur, Member of Parliament Angomcha Bimol on Thursday described the recent Litan incident and renewed violence in the state as alarming, particularly at a time when a popular government has only recently assumed office. Addressing a press conference at his residence, Bimol said the recurrence of violence at such a critical juncture undermines ongoing efforts to restore normalcy in Manipur. While condemning the incident, the MP acknowledged what he termed a positive development, the mediation efforts undertaken by Tangkhul and Kuki MLAs in the aftermath of the violence. Calling for accountability, Bimol stressed that those responsible for triggering or instigating violence must be identified and dealt with strictly in accordance with the law. Bimol further urged structured and sustained political dialogue between Meitei and Kuki communities, emphasizing that lasting peace can emerge only through direct engagement, trust building, and sincere negotiations.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Please start from Litan first, sir.
Thank you for coming. I just wanted to share with you a couple of issues, particularly this violence that had erupted on 7th and 8th of February in Litan. There are some positive development we can see despite the violence. The positive development is that the elected members from Kuki communities and Tangkhul's and other, they meet and try to sort it out, and this is a very commendable, responsible act of politicians. But the lesson that we must learn is that this kind of a conversation did not happen in the crisis that started on 2023, May 3rd. That's something that you should not just that one. But my appeal to the government is that this should not be allowed to happen, and one must crack down on those people who were responsible for the arson and the violence, and law of the land must operate. Third aspect is that what I get to see in social media, there are armed people moving around, sometimes openly threatening or engaging in this kind of a violence. But you have suspension of operations or otherwise also. The government should not allow this kind of a thing. Only the army, the paramilitary, the police and the central armed police, these legitimate forces should be the one who use this violence and who can move around. You should not allow and encourage and normalize this kind of thing which we get to see in this violence as well. Last one is, as I said, we must be alert to this kind of a violence, because it's something like A and B is already in crisis, so B and C should also be in crisis, so then Manipur can be split it on marked communities line. So I was observing, what does this violence means, and
Also, one last question. According to your assessment, sir, who is in charge of this unified command, and what is the role of this Mr. Kuldeep Singh in Manipur? Because you mentioned about state government being some kind of puppet in the hand of central government. So what is your assessment, sir?
No, I don't know whether that particular thing has been revoked or not. I have no knowledge of it. I was expecting that this should be in the hands of the chief minister, rightfully so. And then he should be chairing sessions, whether it is our army commanders of the Red Shield Division or IGR South or any of the top officials of the security establishment in the state. The CM as a political executive head should be the boss to decide on this. Remember that I said when the Central Armed Forces works in the state, in the domain of law and order, they always work under the state government. They cannot work outside of the state government's authority. Law and order, that's why I'm hoping that our Chief Minister will take it over if it has not already been revoked, and that should be done away with it. If he can give an advisor so that somebody to aid, then he is welcome to have advisors, but actual chairman and actual political decisions to lead and spearhead this committee on the law and order, our CM should be the